My name is Nicole. I'm a licensed clinician. And just to follow up on my previous video, because I feel like it could have left a lot of questions. And what came up for me at the end, which I wanted to talk a little bit more about, was like the difference between a sex addict and somebody who perpetuates violent crimes, violent sexual crimes. So I want you to think for a second first about, like, let's say a gambling addict, right? It's pretty rare that we hear about in real life a gambling addict doing something like robbing a bank, right? Now there might be some other like white collar crime type of things going on, but that like violent crime isn't really typical of the addict. Also, drug addicts, right? Like people who are addicted to substances don't necessarily go out and murder people for their drugs. Does it happen sometimes? Absolutely. Is it frequent or like normal for every single drug addict? No. Now, the percentages might be a little bit higher than compared to like non-addicted population, but we're looking at like as a whole 25% and less. I'm considering not frequent. And I don't know what the actual statistics are, so please, by all means, if somebody can find it, post it here. I'm very interested to actually know what that is, and I feel like I'm going to forget to look it up when I get to where I'm going. So along the same veins, somebody who's a sex addict, man, like, it's really easy to get sex in society these days. We don't really hear about, like, people who are sex addicts causing or perpetrating these violent sexual crimes of people. What we do hear is people, particularly males, but not limited to males, who feel very inadequate, who feel the need to dominate women especially. Perhaps they have a very complicated relationship with their mothers or their female caretakers growing up. And so they kind of feel like they have to establish that dominance with people who cannot fight back, or don't seem like they're able to fight back, or who would put up less of a fight. And not just physical fight, but like, you know, like I mentioned in my previous video, like clothing and what have you. So they're looking for the easy win. Whereas a sex addict is looking for the actual act of sex. The sexual assaulter, if you will, is looking to dominate with sex. Sex is the weapon that they're using, essentially. So I don't know if that made it more clear or worse, but hopefully that helped in outlining a little bit of why it does matter what you wear and where you're walking. So be careful out there.